Friends, this afternoon I want to speak on the topic I tag the womb of a woman. And my text is taken from Genesis chapter 25, from verse 22 to 23. And I read, "And the children struggled together within her. And she said, If it be so, why am I tossed? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger." What is a womb? Permit me to describe a womb as a spiritual world that inhabits human's destiny before they are being brought forth to the physical world. It can also be seen as a hidden warehouse where destinies are nurtured for a particular period of time before they are brought forth to the physical. But scientifically and medically, it is also known as the uterus. It is a pale, hollow shape located at the female pelvis that is responsible in the development of a fetus. There are deep spiritual mysteries behind the womb, which I would like us to understand. And one of them is this: the womb of a woman can be fruitful and it can be barren. Fruitfulness here means it has the ability to receive, nurture, preserve, develop, and bring forth. That is when it is said to be fruitful. It is barren, or it can be barren in the sense that it can only receive, but cannot nurture, cannot preserve, and cannot bring forth physically. Is that once the woman womb is barren, it can only adhere to supernatural authority. That means it is only God that can bring it back to life. No medicine or scientific procedures can revive that womb again. The third mystery is that the womb of a woman has no power to select what comes into it. So whatever sperm that comes into the womb of a woman, that is what the womb of the woman nurtures, preserves, and brings forth. It has no power to select whether this or that. Are you getting me? So whatever comes to it, it receives. Another fourth mystery is that the womb of a woman has no expiring date when it comes to spiritual calendar. Medicine and science can say it will expire this time, meaning it won't be able to produce or nurture when it gets to this period. But spiritually, it has no expiring date. As long as the woman is alive, so also is her womb, according to spiritual order. Fifthly, the womb of a woman has a spiritual connection with the fetus inside of it. You will agree with me that when a woman has succeeded in nurturing a baby or a fetus in her womb and finally bring forth that child, there's a connection between that child and the woman. At times, even when your children are far from you and something evil is happening to them, there's a particular way you'll be feeling. You'll be feeling, there's an instinct that will tell you that there is a problem with your child that is in this place. That shows you that there's a spiritual connection between the womb of a woman and the fetus that she once nurtured in her womb. Why am I discussing the womb of a woman? Why am I interested in this topic? And why do I want us to go through this topic today? It is because when a woman understands what she is created with, she will not joke with that womb. She will not joke with the fetus that she once nurtured in that womb. And she will not joke with the child she has brought forth. God has given men the responsibility to do what? To provide. And he has given women the special grace to nurture. The children we have a more responsibility or a more role to play in their life, because we are the one in charge of the nurturing. That's why when a child fails, the society blames his or her mother. They will firstly point fingers at the mother before they finally get to the father of the child. But there are still some women that God has given special grace to do what? To provide and to nurture. So if the man who has gotten you pregnant or who is married to you is neglecting his responsibility of taking care of that child, you as a woman, you shouldn't neglect your responsibility. It is time for us as women to brave up and take up the responsibility of taking care of our children if we find ourselves in a situation where the man has failed. I am not saying that men has the right to fail, or I'm not saying that it is a good thing for a man not to take care of his child, but I'm just here to encourage my women and tell them that when we do the right thing, despite the negligence from the men, God will reward us at the end of the day. Nature will reward us at the end of the day. Posterity will reward us at the end of the day. And the children that we're taking care of will reward us at the end of the day. Genesis chapter 16, an innocent Egyptian maid was pregnant by a man called Abram. Because she had a misunderstanding with her mistress, she was sent out of the house with that pregnancy. And in Genesis 21, the Bible also recorded that when she has given birth, that when she has brought forth the child in her womb, she also had a misunderstanding with her mate. She was sent out of the house with just a loaf of bread and a bottle of water, not minding how long that would take them. She and her little baby went and found themselves in a wilderness called Beersheba. And when they were there, the bread and water that they had gotten finished. Hagar didn't know what to do, and she could not stand to see her child die. The Bible says she dropped the child at a particular place and went a little distance away from that child. Hagar lifted up her voice to God because she has seen that men has failed her. She has seen that she has no help from anywhere, but she remembered that there is a God that answers prayers. She remembered that there's a God that can see her. And the Bible says she lifted her voice to God and cried. And heaven was open upon her case. And God heard her voice on his throne and sent angels to help her. Hagar didn't abandon her child because the father of the child has decided to neglect his responsibility. Remember when Sarah went to meet Abram to tell him about what Hagar has done, Abram said to Sarah, do to her whatever you wishes. I mean, he wasn't bothered. But Hagar didn't abandon that child. And God sent help to Hagar. I want us to have this mentality. Those children that God has given us, no matter the situation around us, no matter the negligence from their parents, from their fathers, no matter what the society is saying, let us brave up and take care of those children. Not because we want to make a name for ourselves, but because we believed that the future of those children are bright. So in Genesis chapter 25 that we have read, we also saw Rebecca, who exhibited a good character, in the sense that when she discovered that there was a struggling among the children in her womb, Rebecca didn't keep silent. The Bible says she inquired of the Lord. She went to God to find out what is happening with the children in her womb. And God spoke to her. Please, let us learn how to take things to God. Let us learn how to take these children to God. Let us learn how to take our issues to God. A lot of women prayed before they got married, and they have stopped praying. They think that God has given them the man, so there's no need for them to pray anymore. But they did not know, or they are not aware, that the battle begins after marriage, not even before marriage. So let's keep inquiring of the Lord. Let's keep raising our voice to God. If we understand what we carry, or we understand the features that have been in us before they were brought forth physically, if we understand what God has given us, the grace He has given us to first of all carry these children in our womb and bring them forth after 9 months, and the grace for us to nurture them until they become something useful, then we will not joke with the children God has given us. I pray for special grace. I pray for special grace upon every woman that is hearing me. I pray for special grace upon those who the father of the children are neglecting their responsibility. I ask that the Lord give you special grace to keep those children. I ask that the Lord give you special grace to bring them up in the way of the Lord. I ask that the Lord give you special grace not to give up upon them. God bless you.